is it the intent of the legislature through this bill to allow every person whom our Constitution would allow to vote absentee to vote absentee?
Representative Fox.
Through Mr. Speaker, yes.
Representative Blumenthal.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That is my only question, and I will just offer a few comments. Mr. Speaker, that question and answer at bottom is what this bill is about. And I believe that if a court has opportunity to interpret it, that question and answer should be how it is guided. Our Supreme Court here in the state of Connecticut has said that where there is disenfranchisement, a grievous wrong is done to the citizen. And where that disenfranchisement exists to any great extent, the system is put in serious jeopardy of being used to defeat its real ends. Mr. Speaker, right now in the state of Connecticut, we have a source of disenfranchisement, and it is our very laws. Our statutes for allowing people to get an absentee ballot prevent certain people who the Constitution allow to get an absentee ballot from getting that absentee ballot. We know that in every election, there are people throughout our state, commuters, healthcare workers, people who take care of a sick or disabled family member who can't make it physically to the polls, and under our current statutory regime, also cannot get an absentee ballot, and as a result, they are simply deprived of their franchise, their sacred right to vote, on which all other rights depends. This bill does not give our state no excuse absentee voting, but it does expand to the constitutional maximum the absentee voting that is allowed in the interim while we do consider whether a constitutional amendment to allow no excuse absentee voting shall be passed. And we know because of the Connecticut Supreme Court's decision in Fay versus Merrill that there is this opportunity to expand absentee voting now to people who are eligible voters, people who should have the right to vote conveniently, securely, and safely, and are currently not being allowed to do it. And I believe, I hope my colleagues all believe, that we should not abide that disenfranchisement a moment longer. So we should conform our statutes, as this bill does, to the Constitution's language, creating greater fidelity to the Constitution, but also allowing every person who the Constitution would allow to vote absentee to vote absentee. I would like to thank Chairman Representative Fox and Chair Senator Flexer for championing this bill and their leadership on this issue. I urge all of my colleagues to support this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.